Good morning, 604.
Good morning, 604.
Let's try this. Take number 2, right, Mr. R?
Oh,
We
man.
are,
What
okay,
a
guys,
morning.
good morning. So we hope you all had a first great class. Some of you disclosed what you shared about fronts, cold fronts, hot fronts, and all of that. That's great that you're learning about that with weather, with meteorology, with maps. Today, though, we are going to do one more day on dividing fractions, but we're going to specifically pay attention on how you convert a mixed number into improper. So today there will be 6 problems. We will do the first 3 together as a class. Problems 1, 2, 3. So Leanna, can you screenshot 1, 2, 3 for us? Write your name. Natalie, you're going to read the learning target. And Abigail, you'll screenshot 4, 5, and 6. Okay, what I was trying to say before is that there's no reason why you can't get 100 on your notes. If your notes look like the pictures we put in Google Classroom, it's an easy 100. If you need additional time, you have until lunchtime at 1:05, the latest 1:10 if needed, to turn the notes in. But there shouldn't be that extension because you're going to have enough time in this class to do the 6 problems, do your independent, and then work on your note submission. Are we clear? Now, 2 more announcements. One of it is about iReady. iReady is due today at 3:30. That's it. Hard deadline. You had all week. You should be doing 30 minutes every day. You have off on Wednesdays, you finish at 12:20. So you have some time there. Saturday school is tomorrow at 9 o'clock, math with me, and 10 o'clock with ELA with Miss Yady. Please make sure you come to Saturday school. You will get extra points in math if you attend. I know that Miss Wong also told me to tell you that you will also get extra points if you attend ELA. Even though her and Mr. Lucas are not teaching, you still need to attend. Are we clear on that? Okay, let's go. Let's do this, Mr. R. You ready? We have a lot of stuff open. Wow, okay. I'm not sure what's going on over here, but all right, let's go and give me a second, guys. Something is going on with my laptop. I know I have a lot of stuff open. Okay, let's do this. Let's go here. I must have closed it out and I wasn't thinking. 603. Mr. R was generous. I'm pretty sure he put it in yours, but just in case. All right. So you all have your own copy of notes. It was posted yesterday, April 8th.
You're going to have to reshare your screen.
Why?
Because I'm not looking at nothing right now. It looks like a little blurb.
How about now? Can you see it now?
Maybe it's me. Can you guys see the screen? Can you guys say yes? Because I'm looking at a white screen right now.
No, I'm looking at a white screen as well.
Okay, Mr. R. Remeses just came in, so no one can see my screen?
I see it. I can't.
Also, maybe it's who? Oh man, I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna share the screen. Can you guys see what I'm doing? No? You saw it. Okay. So let's try it again.
When is me, Miss?
Do you guys see my screen?
I don't see nothing.
No, I don't see nothing.
You guys see my screen? Do you see that? No?
It's gonna using your hotspot, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference.
Yes, it does. Close some tabs. Tabs you don't need.
Okay, let's try again. Ready? We have some late arrivals. We have Remeses and Ian at 10:15.
Let's leave it at the end because I'm pretty sure there's other people coming in.
Okay, but can you guys now see my screen? Can everyone see that? The purple flower?
No, I can't see it. Here, black.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Black.
Okay.
You guys see black, I see white. What's going on?
Hold on 1 second, folks. Okay, give me a second. Hold on a minute. Now let's try this again. People are saying they can see my screen. People are saying they can't see my screen. So, can you see my purple screen now? Somebody, can you guys see my screen?
No, and I can't even take host from you. So now I can see it.
Okay. Can you all see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Friday, April 9, 2021, 6.NS.1. Learning target, please read it.
I can interrupt and compute. I can't see the letters really.
Compute quotients or fractions.
By using visual fractions, models, and equations to represent problems and review all of unit 1,
Mhm.
the number system.
Today, Spec of Spartans. Can you read that, Natalie?
Today, Spec of Spartans, we will begin the first week of test prep for the mathematics states exam. We will be receiving division with fractions and visuals. We will go over old common core questions, practice our skills of annotation by using the ARMS.
Mhm.
Do I read the rest?
Sure. Important vocabulary words. What's a quotient?
A quotient is an answer to the division problem.
Multiplicative inverse.
Multiplicative inverse is a number that multiplicates inverse of a another number if the product of two numbers is 1.
A reciprocal.
Reciprocal. The
Multiplicative inverse of a number.
with fractions of numerators and denominators are switched.
So three.
Steps on dividing fractions.
1, keep the fraction. 2, change the division sign. 3, multiply the numerators and the denominators and do the reciprocal. KCF. So let's look at problem 1. Kalani,
My computer.
okay, problem 1, dividing fractions, keep, change, flip. So let's call on Abigail Torres. Please do this problem.
We have 4 2/3 divided by 1 and 2/5.
So what do we do
So
here?
what we do is we have to, since it's a mixed fraction, we have to divide 4 and
So let's look at it. When we have a mixed fraction, we have to convert this into an improper fraction by using MAD, multiply, add, and divide, right?
yeah.
So we're going to convert to an improper fraction by using MAD. So watch, what's 4 times 3?
4 times 3 is 12.
Plus 2.
14.
That's how you would do that. So it'll become 14 over what's the denominator?
Over 3.
Continue. Now you're going to apply that to the other side. Go ahead. What happens here?
We have to change the division to a multiplication sign. Now we have to do 1 times 5, which is 5, plus 2, which is 7. And so it's 7 over 5.
Is that the answer? We have to flip it.
Now we have to flip it, which is going to be 5 over 7.
Bam. So now what do you have to do? Multiply what?
Now we have to multiply. First we have to multiply 14 times 5, which is 70. And then we also have to do 3 times 7, which is 21 over 21.
Mm-hmm. You guys see what I'm doing here? Step number 2, because people are still confused. Multiply, you said 3 times 7, which are my denominators. So now we have 70 over 21. What do we have to do here? 70 over 21. I'm gonna make it smaller so you guys can see it. Oops. So what do we do?
Now we have to make it. So 14 over 3 times 5 over 7 is 70 over 21. And now since that's an improper fraction,
Mhm.
we have to simplify it. 21 divided by 70, which is 0.3.
So let's not get decimals. Let's actually do the math. How many times does 21 go into a 70 about?
3 times.
Because what's 21 times 3?
63.
Okay. Subtract.
70 minus 63. We have to turn 0 into a 10 and then take away from the 7, which is 6. So then we are left over with 7.
Over.
7 over 21.
Can you simplify 7 over 21?
No, because 7 is less than 21. So we don't have a whole there.
Does anyone agree or disagree with her? Can we simplify?
I fully agree with her.
You agree or disagree?
Agree.
So 7 over 21.
Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. Let me make
You
sure.
can keep it like this, but you can also simplify 7 over 21, right?
Oh, yeah.
But technically, if you simplified that, you would get an equal fraction. So 3 times 21 is 63 plus 7 is 70 over 21. So 3 over 721 is the correct answer. But if you had to divide and simplify, you would divide by 7 on the numerator, because that's the GCF of 7 and 21, and 7 on the denominator, and you would be left with 3 and 1/10. That's also equivalent to 3 and 7/21. Does that make sense? So technically, they don't usually ask for you to simplify. They usually just ask you to do the math, but you still have to know how to do that skill, right, Mr. R?
I took a picture.
Awesome. Type yes if you understand this problem in the chat, because you're going to do number 2 on whoever Mr. R calls upon. If you understand it, you type yes in the chat. We got more problems like this. All the 6 problems are like this today. And your independent practice is like this today. So whoever Mr. R calls for number 2, you do it.
Who just did number 1?
Abigail, Taurus. LS.
Sure. Leona Sanchez. Can you do problem
Alright.
2, please?
No problem. Yeah. I'm gonna turn off my camera so it can sound better because it can be laggy sometimes.
I didn't hear nothing you just said, Leona.
She said she's going to turn off her camera so she can sound better.
Oh, that's fine.
My feelings are hurt, but okay. But a restaurant has 1/3 tray of baked pasta left over after dinner. If 6 workers share the remaining baked pasta equally, what fraction of a tray will each worker get? So we're gonna keep 1/3. We're gonna change the division sign to multiplication sign. And then we're gonna keep the 6. But yeah,
What do you have to do to 6?
we have to make the to a fraction, so put a 1 under it.
Okay. All right. So now we got here, Miss Sanchez. We have 1/3 divided by
6 over 1.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna bring that down. Then we're gonna keep 1/3. Then we're gonna change that sign to a multiplication sign, and then the 6/1 is gonna turn into 1/6.
Okay.
So yeah, 1/6.
Okay, so then this gets flipped to 1 over.
All right, so now we're gonna multiply. So 1 times 1 equals 1, and then 3 times 6 equals 18. So your answer is 1.
1 over 18. Now, we have to now restate this. We have to say what?
Okay,
And
can you go up to the question, please?
sure, each worker
Each worker will get 1/18 of a tray, of baked pasta.
each worker will get 1 over 18th. 1/8 will receive. It sounds better. Will receive. I think receive sounds better. Will receive 1/18 of a tray of baked pasta. Let me just make this a little bit larger, and I have to look. I have something coming in, so I'm going to give you a moment. Okay, make this a little smaller. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to write this down, and then we're going to proceed on to the next problem. Okay, we have it. Leanna, you screenshotted this?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone type yes if you understand this problem in the chat now? This is problem 2. Type yes if you understand. Type yes if you understand. Okay, problem 3. Adam, do it, please. Read it. Adam?
Isabella is growing vegetables and planters. She has 4 bags of soil and used 2/3 of a bag of soil to fill each planter. How many planters can she fill?
Okay, so what are we going to do, sir?
So we're gonna keep change flip. So what we need to keep is 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then what we need to change is we need to change from the divide to the multiplication.
Okay, so you said we're going to keep the what? The 4 you said?
Yeah, we're gonna keep 4.
Okay, so we're going to keep 4. We're going to change the division sign, and what's the other fraction?
And the other fraction is 2/3.
Make that more look like a 2. That looks like a sloppy 3, guys. Sorry about that. 2. Okay. Now, how do I make the whole number a fraction? What do I put the denominator over?
You put a 1.
Yeah. So now 4 becomes what?
4 becomes 4 ones.
Now what happens to the division?
It turns to the times.
What happens to the 2/3?
We flip it so it becomes 3/2.
Good. 3 over 2. Now what does the first step say? What do you now have to multiply, Adam?
Now you have to multiply 4 1 times 3 over 2.
And what do you get?
And you got 12 and then 2
So 12 divided by 2 is a result of what, sir?
of 12 over 2.
12 divided by 2 is what?
12 divided by 2 is 6.
So what is the answer? Go back and read the word problem. It says, how
The
many
answer-
planters can she fill?
So she can fill, Isabella can fill 6 planters.
Beautiful. There is the answer to problem number 3. Problema número 3. Please screenshot that, and you have a minute to write that down.
I'm done. I screenshotted it.
Okay. I'm going to give them 30 seconds to write this down. Make sure this is copied in your notes. Leanna, when we get to problem 5, can you send it to me?
You said what?
When we get to problem 5, can you please send it to me?
What, the screenshot?
Yes.
Oh, Abigail's in charge of that.
Oh, okay. All right. So Abigail, when we get to problem 5, can you send me that screenshot, please, when we get there in our breakout rooms? All right. So in our breakout rooms, this is what we're going to do, folks. Okay. Just want to make it real clear. We're going to go over problem 4. We're going to go over problem 5, and we're going to go over problem 6 in our breakout room. And 7, 8, and 9 on the paper is the same questions on the form. So if I were you, I would do all the problems on the doc and then transfer it over because there's no exit ticket. So technically 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 can be done on your doc, on your CAMI, and then you can just go back to your independent practice to get the answers correct. All right? So in the meantime, we're going to do another problem together. We're going to do problem 4 together, and then we'll go in the breakout room after that. So let's do problem 4. Emma, this is for you. I want to hear from you, young lady. Shaylin?
Shaylin divided 1.5 pounds of
Granola.
granola into, I can't see that.
To 2/5 pounds.
2/5 pounds bags for a bake sale. How many bags of granola can she sell?
So question, Emma, we have a mixed number. We want to convert this into improper. How do I do that? 1 times?
1 times 2 equals 2, and 1 plus 1 equals 2. So it's a whole.
So 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 plus 1 is?
Oh, 2 plus 1 is 3.
So 1 1/2 is the same as 3/2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now continue.
Now we're going to keep 3 over 2, and then we're going to change the division sign into a multiplication sign, and then we're going to flip from 2/5 to 5 over 2.
Okay.
2 times 2
Oh,
equals...
I made a mistake. It's 1 4/5. I made a mistake. See, I'm like, wait, something didn't look right. Sorry. This should say 4/5. Sorry, guys. So let's just fix that real quick. Okay, Emma? My mistake. I apologize. That should be 4 over 5. So now it will be 9 over 5. Okay?
Yeah.
My mistake. Go ahead. Continue.
So we are going to multiply 5 times 2, which is 10, and then 5 times 9, which is 45, which is an improper fraction.
Good job. So now what do?
We are going to divide it.
To get a what kind of number? A mixed number, right?
Yeah.
How many times does 10 go into 4?
10 goes into 4 times. Well, no, it doesn't go into 4.
Good. Does it go into 45?
Yeah, only 4 times.
Okay, so what's 45 minus 40?
5.
So the 5 as the numerator, and the outside is the 10. Now, 4 and 5/10. If I had to simplify that, what can I divide 5 and 10 by, young lady?
2.
2 or 5? What can I divide it by?
You can divide it by 5
So now it becomes 4 and
and a half.
then we restate the question. It says, how many pounds of granola can she have?
She can have 5, 4, 4 and 5/10.
Yep, or 4, yep, or 4.5. Good job. Shaylin will sell 4, and we're gonna write 4.5 pounds of granola at the bake sale. Yeah? Good job, Emma. Right? 4.5 4.5 bags of granola at the bake sale. Does that make sense, guys? There's problem number 5. Number 4. Okay.
I got
If
the
you have any questions, comments, concerns, dilemmas, please screenshot that, put that in the Google Classroom now. And
I'm here, Miss Canelo.
okay, let's call it a day for that. And we're gonna do 5 and 6 in the breakout room, okay, Mr. R? All right. So here we go, 5 and 6. Sorry about that. We'll do 5 and 6. And Mr. R, 7, 8, and 9, they can also do on their Kami because it's the same thing on the form. Because we have plenty of time to do that. So might as well do it on the form, you know? On the Kami. All right. So let's do this. Let's go put, okay. So in the first breakout room, Mr. R, anyone in mind?
I'm so sorry. You said what? 4, 5, and 6?
We already did 4. We're gonna do
Or
5
5,
and 6.
6?
We'll do 5 and 6, and we'll do the independent practice on their Kami because it's the same exact thing on their Google Classroom.
Okay. I was told that Dean Anthony's gonna come in here.
Okay, awesome. So I'll put that person with me, okay?
Yes, please.
I'll give you Abigail.
Okay.
I'll give you Boris, Adam.
I do want to. I'll tell you afterwards. It's fine. Good.
Stop it. Okay, and then I'll take the others. Okay, so we have 8 and 7, okay? We ready?
Yes, estamos listo.
So we're gonna do 5 and 6 and do our independent practice, and then they can do their form. That's our agenda, guys. Oh, let me make sure everyone can share their screen. Okay, let's go, Boris. I don't know where the rest of them are. Kalani, I do need to see you though. Miss Roman, where are you? I see a ceiling. I don't see a person's face. I see a hand. Okay, Leanna Sanchez, please do problem 5. I'm just randomly gonna call on you. Let's go. Problem 5, Leanna.
Alright, it says Lorena bought 2.5 gallons of paint and used 1.5 gallons of paint. What fraction of the paint did she use? So the fraction we're gonna keep is 1.5. Then we're gonna change the division sign, and then we're gonna put 1.5 to flip. So now we're gonna bring it down. So we have to make it into an improper fraction. So 2 times 2 equals 4 plus 1 equals 5. So it should be 5 over 2.
Sorry, because I forgot Mr. R was in there. So keep, yep, okay, keep going. Okay, keep going.
So as I said, it's gonna be, the fraction is gonna be of 5 over 2. Then we're gonna change it to a times, a multiplication sign. Then the flip, we have to do 2 times 1 equals 2 plus 1 equals 3, so 3 over 2. And then we gotta flip it, so 2 over 3, 2/3. So now we're gonna multiply, so 5 times 2 equals 10, and then 2 times 3 equals 6.
Now what do we?
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this into a mixed number. So we have to divide 6 by 10. 6 going to 10 one time. So 6 minus 10 equals 4. And the answer is 1 and 4/6.
Now, Leanna.
But we can simplify it. So it'll be 1 and 2/3.
Okay. Now, 1 and 2/3 what?
1 and 2/3. Give me a second. Because I want to see the problem.
How many gallons of paint can she use?
Oh, 1 and 2/3 gallons of paint.
Answer. Lorena will use 1. Can you screenshot this picture, please, Miss Leanna? Because I'm not sure if I remember. 1 and 2/3 gallons of paint. Because in our other class, the student forgot to take the picture. So there's problem 5. We clear now? Okay, can you post that now in your Google Classroom and call it problem 5, please? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Questions, comments, concerns? Anybody? Type yes if you understand. Now, type yes, Y-E-S, if you understand. All right, we're going to move on to problem number 6. Looks like everyone so far says yes in there. All right, almost there. You should be keeping up with me. I think I'm going at a pretty nice pace. I don't think I'm going too fast or too slow. I think the pace is good, right, for everybody? All right, problem 6. The question about Kayla. David, this is for you. Let's go.
Carlos wants to pour 3/4 quart of juice equally into 6 glasses. How much juice does he pour into each glass of juice? So first we had to write down keep, change, and flip, and then we had to put down the numbers, which is 3/4 for keep.
3/4 or 6?
3/4.
Read it again. Pour equally into 6 glasses. Equally into 6 glasses, folks. So what number do we keep?
3/6.
We keep the 6. We divide it by, what's the other fraction?
3/4. Okay. 3/4.
So 6 is a whole number, correct, David?
Yes.
How do I make that a fraction? What do I have to put the denominator as?
1.
Okay, so 6
over 1.
Good. So 6 over 1. What happens now?
Now we change the division symbol to multiplication. And then we flip the 3/4 into 4/3.
Okay, multiply.
And then now we have to multiply 6 by 4, which is 24. And 1 times 3 equals 3, so it'll be 24 over 3, but we have to divide 24 by 3, which will be 8.
Okay, so now 24 over 3. So 24 divided by 3 is what?
8.
Okay, So 8 what? Go back to the
Oh, so
question.
let me tell you real fast, because I'm on. Oh,
Whoa.
sorry.
It's okay, Dean Anthony. So 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8. 8 what?
8, 8 quarts of juice he'll pour into each glass.
Yes, Caleb will pour 8 quarts into each glass. That was beautifully done, David. Okay, here's problem 6. Screenshot that. Okay, so let me erase this. Now, we don't have that much time left. We have 23 minutes, and here's what we're gonna do. In the next 23 minutes, we are going to complete the independent practice. Before I do that, I'm going to see if I can add a breakout room. Oh, I cannot add a breakout room. So, Dean Anthony, would you mind just waiting a few minutes until that work is finished? Okay. Okay, we are going to go do the independent practice now. And the independent practice, here we go. So it's in 604. Okay, we're just waiting for problem. We're missing problem 4 and 6. We have problem 1, 2, 3. We're missing 4 and 6 in the Google Classroom. So, Leanna, can you put 4 and 6 in, please? Okay.
I have 4.
Okay, I got 4. I'll take care of it. Got it. Got it. I heard you. I got it. All right. All right. Let's. Okay, I got problem 4. I'm going to post it in a moment. Okay, can someone read problem 2, please? Somebody read this problem. I don't care who, somebody.
Victoria's 2/3 yards of fabric to make small flags. Each flag requires 1/6 yard of fabric. How many flags can Tori make?
So what do we do?
We would have to write down the key change and flip them.
So 2/3. It was a division sign. So 2/3 times divided by 1/6. So 2/3 times flip 6 over 1. What do we get? I mean, flip 1 over 6. What do we get?
6, 1.
So multiply. What do you get?
12 over 3
Which is what?
equals 4.
Awesome. So you're going to pick the second answer. Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Awesome, David. Thank you. We have 2 more problems, and then we're going to go back to the main room. Natalie, problem 3, please. This is all you. Kevin has 6 cups of flour. It takes 3/8 cup of flour to make 1 cake. How many cakes can Kevin make with that flour? So what do we do with the 6 over 1? We divide it by 3/8, right? So give me the reciprocal of 3/8, Natalie.
8 3.
Yes, Natalie, 6 times 3. I mean, 6 times 8.
It's 48 and then 3.
Now 48 divided by 3 is equal to, is it 14 or 16?
16.
Good job, Natalie. Okay, we have 1 more problem. And you guys can work on your notes and I ready for the remainder of the class. Are we clear? All right, last problem. Caleb, I'd like to hear from you, sir. Number 4. What is the value of 3/8 divided by 1.5, sir? 3/8 divided by 1.5. 1 and 1/2. What do we do? 3/8. This becomes a times. How do we convert 1 and 1/2 into improper? Who's that in there? Is that Ian? Yerlin? Somebody, Caleb? 1 times 2 plus 1 is what, guys? 1 times 2 plus 3 over 2. What's the reciprocal of 3/2? Flip 3/2. What do you get?
2 over 3.
3 times 2 equals 6. 8 times 3 equals 24.
So 6 over 24, it says simplify.
Simplify, so
What are we going to divide by?
we can divide by 6, yeah.
Okay,
So it is 1 over
4.
good.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Good teamwork, guys. 1/4. Then the last question says, how many points do you think you got out of 15? So your task is to make sure this independent practice is turned in, and these notes are turned in by 11:10. So that gives you 18 minutes to turn the notes in. Once the notes are turned in, you work on your I-Ready. Are we clear of the expectations? Are we clear of the expectations? Okay, without further ado, that is what we're going to do. Everyone can go back.